Here is part one of I don't even know how many parts to the story on how we were distributed a new kitten from the universe, essentially. So my husband went outside to grab his ride-on lawnmower. Him and his father had just put together a shed for all of our outdoor stuff, and he was going out back to get his ride-on lawnmower to mulch up some leaves and then put it in the shed because it was sitting on our back patio. And it was covered with a tarp because it's been a little cold here in South Carolina. And he wanted to protect it from, bugs and animals and all that stuff. Well, he started to hear some meowing. And when he looked underneath the tractor, there was this cute little kitty. She was obviously starving and thirsty and cold. So that's when Doug came inside and said, "Hey, we have a baby kitten under our tractor. She's hungry. Needs food, needs water, she's cold." So we fed her, we gave her water, and we didn't know what to do with her though, because we have two animals of our own inside the house. Because she's a stray, we didn't know if she belonged to somebody, we didn't know if she had diseases, all those things go through your mind. But we just decided to kind of hang out with her outside as much as we could, because in the next part, I'm going to explain why this was such a huge issue. Now, the timing of her arrival was absolutely horrible. She showed up the day before we were leaving for our cruise, and we were due to be gone for an entire week. It's been cold at night here in South Carolina, like actually dipping down into like the 40s and the 30s, and we weren't going to be home for the whole week. So the vet wasn't open. We had nowhere to put her. We were really starting to scramble on ideas of what to do with her. But we ultimately decided to just make different types of shelters for her for different temperatures at night, tons of food, tons of water to hopefully last her the entire week. We do have security cameras on our house too, so we did have them. Doug went ahead and arranged it to where we could see our back patio, but we were really nervous because we had nowhere to bring her, and she's a tiny little kitten. So we did say if she lasts the entire week and we come home and she's still there, then that's a sign. I'm running out of videos, so I'm going to have to use whatever videos I have at this point to tell this story. I think Hudson took this video in his pocket, to be honest with you, so we're going with it. But enjoy the ceiling, I guess. So we go on our trip the next morning as planned, and we kept checking our security cameras the entire time we were away. After day 2 of us being gone, we no longer saw her on the security cameras anymore. We did see other cats that obviously came for the food and the water and whatever we left out for her. And so we were really freaked out that she was going to starve or be super cold, or that the cats, were just going to hurt her. We didn't really know. Big animals around here, we do have coyotes. So we just weren't really sure where she was or what we were going to be coming home to. So we went out the entire week. We came straight back to check on her, and when we got home, she was not there. She was nowhere to be found. Hudson was pretty bummed. I mean, we all were pretty bummed, but we thought maybe she came up to somebody else and was as cute as, could be, and somebody else scooped her up, or, we obviously thought the worst case scenario as well. But we decided to kind of split up, and 2 of us went out back and the other went out front, and we were actually meowing like cats to see if maybe that would work, and we got nothing. But we also had to, after we got home, we had to drop off all of our stuff and then head to my mom's house, which was another 30-ish minutes away, to go pick up our dog and cat, Piper and Mango, because she had watched them for us during our vacation. So right as we were getting ready to leave, we heard meowing, and here comes Orea running as fast as she can with another adult cat. And it was almost like the adult cat was handing her to us because the adult cat just disappeared. So Hudson starts sobbing. We're again freaking out because now we're like, oh my God, now we have to leave again because we have to go pick up Piper and Mango. And I'm like, we just keep leaving this poor cat. And again, we did not want to bring the cat inside the house because now she's been gone for an entire week and God knows what she got into then too. So once again, we're in a tizzy trying to figure out what to do. So then we just decide to go ahead and reintroduce her to the back patio again, show her everything, give her some food and water, and tell her we'll be back in a little bit. Just hang out for us. So she did. When we did get back from picking up our other 2 animals, she was still there when we got back. And we were like, okay, great. So now she knows that we're here. She will definitely stay, and we'll make her a vet appointment. Just so you know, this was all happening late on a Saturday night. So the next day is Sunday, the day after that is Christmas, and the day after that, everything is closed. So those 3 days that we had her, that we were back and had her, the vet wasn't open, and it wasn't enough to go to an emergency vet clinic where they're going to charge us an arm and a leg just to look at her. So we figured we'd just call on Wednesday, and we did, but they didn't have anything open because they were still so backed up from the other, days that they were closed for the holiday. So come Thursday morning, we did not see Orea. She was nowhere to be found. She was gone all day Thursday, all day Friday. And now, mind you, on Thursday night, I had seen a coyote run across our backyard because we have woods. So we were pretty convinced at that point, since we had seen the coyote the night before, that she unfortunately was attacked by the coyote. There was not even a positive thought in our mind, and we were just devastated. And so it was just kind of in our minds that unfortunately we screwed up. We should have brought her in, but we were so nervous about our current animals that we couldn't do that. So last night, Doug is at work, and he's on his way home from work, and I get a phone call from him. Okay, so Doug calls on his way home from work and says on the security camera he sees the cat out back. So we go, Hudson and I run out back. I hang up on Doug. We go get her, and we are looking her over, just making sure she's good. And then I say enough is enough. We put her in the cat carrier, and we do bring her inside. It was actually really cold out here too, but we brought her inside the house. We quarantined her off from our other 2 animals. So this will be the final video because I just made this video to kind of end this series, and I ran out of videos, so I needed to do something. But we've had her quarantined in the garage now. She's been in there for a night. She's nice and warm, and she's happy, and she's well fed and well loved on. Right now she's sleeping in my husband's rifle box, and we just kind of put a blanket in there because it's got styrofoam. But we went out today to the store, and we got her a bunch of, kitten food, like the soft food. And we got her a cat scratcher and some little toys and just some stuff to make her feel at home. And yes, we did name her Orea. It's like Oreo, but we added an A instead of an O because it's more feminine. And then we named her middle name Elsa because 1, we had just gotten back from a Disney cruise, and 2, she was out in the cold the entire time. So Orea, Elsa, Adamic, welcome to our family, and thanks for watching.